Good morning, great morning, wonderful morning, spectacular morning, outstanding morning, magnificent morning. Oh, I haven't said this in a while. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious morning. Yes, again, the beautiful reminder of the power that you have inside. And what is that magnificent power? That magnificent power is your ability to choose your thoughts. See, you get to accept, reject ideas. No one can force you to think the thoughts you think. And see, with that magnificent power, you can lead yourself onto a specific frequency. Well, then from there, guess what happens? See, that's when the attraction starts. Remember, that frequency, that vibration is the attractive force in your life. Neville Goddard said it so beautifully. Feeling is the secret. Feeling, when you can control the feelings that you're experiencing, you control your life. Now, again, how do you do that? See, we talked about that at the beginning of this. And well, the way you do that is through thought. And that's the reason why these calls are so important. Oh my gosh, they're so important. This is why having someone to guide you who understands this is so important, because it helps you to cycle through the information to embed within you powerful beliefs, powerful habits. And then from there, guess what changes? Your life. Always remember that your life, your outer world, the results that you've been delivering, how much you earn, what you do for work, your lifestyle, how you dress, the car you drive, the home in which you live, relationships, they are a reflection of what's happening inside. Say that. My outer world is a reflection of what's happening in my inner world. If you don't change the cause, which is what's happening in your inner world, your results are not going to change. Your results are going to remain the same. I'm so grateful for Bob Proctor sharing that with me. It's something that Dolly learned as well. Both of us, we were coached and mentored by Bob, and we used the information in our own ways, which led us to deliver what we're sharing with you. And this is what we're wanting you to have for you. We're wanting you to be able to engage with a powerful mindset so that you can change the outcomes of your life. Think about that for you when it comes to this goal. Maybe you've written it down on a goal card just like this. And maybe you've been wanting to externalize it, to turn it into an outcome, but for some reason it hasn't been happening. Why? Why is that not happening? Why aren't things changing the way that you would love them to change? Well, first of all, there's nothing wrong with you. You're actually functioning perfect. Those results that you're delivering are happening exactly because they're supposed to be happening based from how you're thinking. Well, again, here, when it ties to this, the reason why it's not externalizing is simply because you haven't adjusted how you're thinking. Remember, we don't manifest what's written on the goal card. We don't manifest what's on a vision board that we've created, and we don't even manifest affirmations. What we manifest is how we feel about them. How you feel about these things, these ideas. That's what gets externalized. And that's what we share with you. That's what we've been learning from this incredible jewel right here, the Master Key System. And by the way, if you don't have a copy of this, make sure you do get a copy of it. And if you want to read along with us word for word, chapter for chapter, then get this specific copy. But then from there, yes, read it. Yeah, go ahead and memorize it. But those two things are not what's going to help you to deliver what's being shared in here. See, you've got to study, and most importantly, apply. You've got to use it in your life practically. Use it. All right, so let's go into where we are, shall we? Let's go into the section of this book that we've been at. Now, for the page, We're on page 322. And in the last session, we talked about how it's important to rest on the fact that appearances are deceptive. Now, again, let's just dive into that one thing alone. The appearance, what's happening on the outside, what you see, hear, smell, taste, and touch. See, they are deceptive because most people think from that, thinking that that's the cause. They don't understand what has caused that effect. Remember, for every effect, there's a cause. If you want to change the effect, you must deal with the cause. If you want to change what you're reaping, you must change what's been sown. See, the results are the outcomes. They are the externalization of the idea that was in someone's mind. When you look in the room that you're in right now and you see all the things that were made, remember, by him were all things made, and without him was not anything made that was made. Well, when you look at those physical things, like maybe the camera, maybe shoot, the painting on the walls, ceiling fan, maybe the clothes you're wearing, what they all have in common is that they were all in someone's mind in the form of an image before they became the material thing. See, there's a much deeper truth about those things. When you look at those physical things, you know what's interesting is they're spiritual externalizations. Now, why is that important? Well, because that has everything to do with you changing the outcomes of your life. If you live your life based from the appearance, which is deceptive because it only reveals the surface, what will happen is that change won't happen for you. Remember, everything is always moving. It's always taking form. There's always change happening. And why that's important is because that's what life is. And you get to move your life into how you love it to be if you just dive into what the cause is. Now, again, this is where we left off from the last call, but I want to go straight into here on number 29. Try to realize that the day is fast approaching. It's fast approaching. Its dawn is now at hand, when modes of thought and action must be adjusted to rapidly increasing knowledge of the operation of external principles. All of you write this in your notes. The time is now. The time is now. It's always now. There's never any time but now. It's a matter of fact, it's already breaking in terms of the unfoldment of your life. Think of it like discovering how new tools work. Once you understand it, in other words, the time is now, all you have is now, that how you think now determines the results of your life, the outcomes. You can't go back to using it the wrong way without realizing it. The more you understand the laws that govern life, the more naturally we adjust our thoughts and actions to match them. And that's what we're wanting you to see here. And what's beautiful is when you do tap into this, which is the right way of thinking, the inside out way, things unfold and you begin to go, wow, oh my God, this is so good. See, this is where implementation comes into play. This is where use is. And think about that. The day is fast approaching. Think of today in terms of, oh my gosh, the date. It's August 11th. Yesterday, bam, it's gone and it's here. And this is what's going to happen as you continue on. Now, this is important because when you see that and how the tomorrow is affected by what's happening now, oh my God, everything changes. Why? Because you can deal with how you're thinking right now. So the time is now. Try to realize that the day is fast approaching. Its dawn is now at hand. It's here right now. When modes of thought and action must be adjusted to rapidly increasing knowledge of the operation of eternal principles. See, when he's talking about thought and action, by the way, he's talking about the movement of the ideas. That's what the action is. Always remember that your physical actions, they automatically happen. You can't make yourself do something. I'm going to make myself go there. No, you can't. It's not true. The only thing you can do is choose the image that you're going to accept. From there, everything automatically happens. Whether you do something, you don't do something. You know, when I first got that one, I was going, oh my God, that's amazing. Everything automatically happens. Your actions automatically happen. And what is the determining factor for those actions? What's the motivating factor? It is feeling. Think about that. You coming here, why are you here? You literally took steps to come here, right? I mean, you pushed the button, you sat in your chair, now you're taking notes. I want you to notice how that's automatically happening. Why? Because of the feeling that you have that's connected to this being able to help you. That's the thought process that's going on in your mind. That's how you get yourself to do anything. You lock into the idea. You start to feel it. You start to think from it. You want to start acting on this in ways that you've never acted before. Fall in love with this. Fall in love with it. See, that's a connection. Now, before we go further, those of you who are watching this live stream on social media, if this is sparking you to move into action and you love to dive more into what we've been studying, then go to elevitality.com and register for Master Your Mind. Subscribe and be part of this amazing community of growth and love. You'll thank yourself later.